Oscar-nominated actress Melissa McCarthy is on the cover of Rolling Stone. What? Oh, look at that photo. Go, girl. Oh, she's taking the big screen by storm this summer. It's a hilarious new comedy. It is called Tammy. It starts with Tammy, played by Melissa, having the worst day of her life, and it just got worse.
It just gets worse.
It just gets worse.
Yeah.
Take a look.
You're gonna have to come with us. Let's go.
Oh, come on,
Let's go, man. Stand back, ladies. Go right this way.
No, I'm going with. I bet you see a lot of bears, sir.
No, ma'am.
Cops, are you?
Yes, ma'am. Are you serious?
There was a bee.
There's no bees here, ma'am.
There was a bee.
You can't run from the law.
I'm so happy. The one and only Melissa McCarthy is back with us.
Hello.
I watched it last night.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Oh, you have so much fun in everything that you do.
And it was pretty ridiculously fun.
And how you came about it? Your husband Ben had a dream? Yes,
which just does not happen all the time. I wish it did. Now I'm like, come on, let's get some more dreams going, Ben. No, he came home. We actually lived together. I take that back. He came home. I don't know where he was. He came downstairs. Like, he kind of wakes up really groggy. His hair's all over the place. He was like really sleepy. He's like, I had a dream. You were on a road trip with your grandma, and she's an alcoholic, and I think she might sleep around. I was like, what? What's going on in your dreams? And he's like, I think we have to write it.
And you
I was like, can we have coffee? Can we kind of like ease into it? Yeah. And we just kept talking about it. And then a week later, we were still talking about it. A month later, and then suddenly we were like, I think we have an outline, and I think we're writing it. We kind of fell in love with him.
Because you co-wrote it together. He's directing it.
Yeah.
You both are in the movie.
Yes, we are.
How did you all approach Susan Sarandon to play your grandma?
You know, we really said, she's never going to read it. Almost everybody in the movie was our #1, which will never happen again, and I'm aware of that, but I don't care. I'm going to pretend that's not true. And we said, if we don't start with our absolute first pick, we'll regret it forever. So let's take the rejection. Let's hear that, like, Susan wants nothing to do with you. She's not going to read it. She doesn't, like, we were completely prepared for that. And the next thing was like, yeah, Susan would like to talk to you guys on the phone. And then we geeked out and we were like, which phone do we use? What phone won't the battery go out on? Like, there was like a whole panic about, like, we don't want to be in the middle of talking to her and be like, cuckoo, because like the kids have left it off the stand. But so it was really wild. Like, first time talking to her, I just kept saying, like, her voice. It sounds just like Susan Sarandon.
But it goes on and on with that. Kathy Bates,
Dan Aykroyd, Gary Cole,
Sandra
Oh, for the love of God, Mark Duplass. It's a little nuts. Nat Faxon, Sarah Baker. It's every single person. We're like, oh my God, if they would actually do it, and then somehow the stars aligned and they actually did. Like, it was kind of surreal.
You know, Melissa, I knew I was going to laugh. I knew I was going to have fun. It's so heartfelt too. I mean, Susan Sarandon plays your grandma. Yeah. You go on this wild road trip, and just life lessons.
It is. I think it was really about both women kind of growing up together. One's late 30s, the other's late 60s, but they kind of find their way back to each other and kind of grow up a little and become a little bit better versions of who they started out. So. It was important for us to kind of get a good story as well as laughs.
And it did, and that's what it was. I was just expecting to laugh my tushy off, which I did, but
that's what I was after. That's what I was after.
Mission accomplished. Hey, a lot of love for you online. I want to get to some of these questions, and they love you and Ben and all this. Let's see here. One from Facebook who was asking about your co-stars and the fact that how many times did you have to do retakes because of what laughing so much?
Millions. I destroyed so many takes. Ben destroyed takes, like behind the monitor, which is like, literally we were making fun of him because we were like, Ben, you're behind the monitor, and we just hear like, like, so everyone kind of across the board would blow takes, and we would it just became part of it. There's a billion miles of footage of film of just somebody like, Sandra Oh lost her mind in the dinner scene and literally could not physically get it back and then we all went, and then she went. Like it was the greatest thing to watch.
And people have to watch the credits because they do see some of the outtakes in the credits.
There's some treats in the credits.
Yeah, I was glad that I didn't turn it off by then. But one last question from someone on Facebook. They want to know about your new clothing line. They're so excited about that.
We're still getting all the details finalized, but I'm definitely doing it. I'm always sketching, always pulling fabric to the point of it's crazy. I have a lot of fabric just floating around my house, but it's definitely happening. I just don't have any of the details yet, but it is in the works as we speak. I'm hoping to start manufacturing this year.
Well, you have an invitation to come back here. When it's all done, it said you come back here and you let us know because there's nothing but love for you.
You're on. Thank you.
Thank you. Give your mom a big hug for me, too.
I will. She was excited that I was coming.
We'll always have the Oscars.
We'll always have the Oscars, yes.
Tammy hits theaters Wednesday, July 2nd.